I carry a camera, and when I arrive here, I am not simply searching for photographs. I am studying the smallest of gestures, passing moments that slip by unnoticed. Some towns reveal themselves slowly, never all at once, but in fragments. In the way the early morning light slips across a brick wall, or the quiet movement of a river moving past the edge of town. Picture a river town. Walk its morning streets, the air still holding the cool breath of night, and the town only just beginning to stir. Storefront windows remain dark, sidewalks empty. And beyond the rooftops, the river moves steadily, carrying freighters and stories through the wide corridor of water. This is small town Ontario. This is Amherstburg. Sometimes the stories here begin with the light. Outside the barbershop on Dalhousie, a man sits beneath the shade of a storefront awning. A straw hat sits low across his brow. In one hand, a simple walking stick leans against the bench. I've seen him before, with a cigar, his face wrapped in a cloud of golden shadow, catching the slant of morning sun. And for a moment, time seems to hesitate. A quiet portrait of a small Ontario town, the start of another ordinary day. Photography begins like this, with a pause, a reflection trembling in a cafe window, a young woman crouched on the pavement carefully writing "Welcome to Amherstburg" in bright sticks of colored chalk. Footprints pressed into the fresh winter snow trailing toward the riverbank. A mural blooms across an old brick wall, and a woman moves into that picture, never realizing she's the picture. Like the man with the two dogs crossing the street first thing in the morning, or two women hurrying past the red brick storefronts, or the man with a fedora alone on a bench where he faces the river, maybe never seeing a woman twirl a pink umbrella at the edge of the street fair. Or that man nearby circling past beneath a row of flapping lines of red and white bunting. Or the woman walking out from the shadows of a cafe, the smell of coffee from an open door. Small moments, everyday moments, yet together they define the pulse of this town. Those summer weekends of music and easy laughter, street festivals, a rock and roller with a guitar faking Elvis on an open-air stage. The street dancers turning in the sunlit street, and a guitarist swallowed by plumes of smoke suspended in swirling clouds, his guitar lifted toward the light, and the moment dissolving again and again into the rhythm and applause. Small towns carry their own stages, sometimes owned by the past. On Murray Street, I climbed a broken staircase of an old building, the bare brick room of a long-ago dance hall. Patches of amber light filtering through the dusty windows and spreading across groaning wooden floors. And standing there, I imagined couples turning and circling, skirts brushing the floorboards, arms lifted in time to the bright clang of a honky-tonk piano. History, too, appears in quieter forms. As I move through the warm light of a cramped pensioner's cottage alone with my camera, drawn to the echoes of its printmaking past, the weathered and inked type blocks, the pages of the Amherstburg Echo dangling in the glow of the window. Or at Fort Malden, inside a dim museum room, a small leather-bound diary in a glass case from the doctor who served there, his handwriting steady, careful, deliberate, short entries, prescription-like jottings, noting remedies, the weather, a walk through the garden, the condition of his patients. And poised with my camera, I realized something. Photographs are diary entries, gathering small observations, moments of attention, visual fragments that define time. Not far from the fort, the Bellevue estate rises above Dalhousie. Behind the house, hidden among the trees and grass, stands the fragile remains of an old greenhouse. Broken panes of glass, rusting iron ribs, vines weaving through the structure like narrative threads, a story in the making. And standing there, I see the ghost of Catherine Reynolds, the reclusive landscape artist. I see her step into the garden, sketchbook tucked beneath her arm, studying the long lines of the house, the slope of the lawn, and the river widening in the distance. And perhaps she paused, as I do now, waiting for the light to brighten before sketching. My camera felt almost unnecessary, as if the act of looking, of imagining, was itself a kind of photograph. Photography is not simply the act of recording a place. It is an act of noticing how light touches a building, how color gathers in shadows, how people move quietly through the spaces they call home. Slowly, among such moments, a portrait emerges of streets, of buildings, community shaped by stories, heritage, everyday rituals, daily life. Picture a river town, a place where the river keeps its patient watch over the present.